Hey guys, howdy-do. I'm Karen Adamski with ShamaMama.com, and I am coming to you with this video today to tell you about how I've lost 135 pounds in the last couple of years, 2 to 3 years. And I'm making this video because people have been asking me questions. You know, as you see the videos I've made over the years, you see a change in me. People that I know have asked me, you know, in person, but I've had a lot of viewer questions coming in asking, am I okay? Am I sick? Am I on some sort of a diet? Did I get gastric bypass surgery? Or, you know, just a lot of questions. And so I wanted to make this video to answer your questions. So this is just, I guess, this little story about my path and how I got to where I am now. And it's kind of difficult making this video. I've been wanting to do this as the questions have been coming in, and as I've been losing weight. I've been wanting to make this video, but I struggle with it because I feel like it seems somewhat egotistical, and I don't want this to be coming from a place of ego. It's not. I want you to know that. It's just I want to share my story with you in the hopes that maybe something that I say might spark something in you and bring some happiness and healthiness to your life. So, okay, so feel better about saying that. And this is all just very candid, so I'm going to try not to ramble. But looking back at how I think my weight loss started, you know, most of my adult life, I was in corporate America. I was a human resources manager and recruiter, a high-tech corporate recruiter. And then I ran my own business doing that. I was a consultant, and I had my kids that I was raising, and balancing all of that and being superwoman, trying to be superwoman. And it was awesome, and it was great. And I was really super great at what I did. But I never really stopped to pay any attention to myself or what I might need. It was just go, go, go. I was like a bulldozer. You know, you better get out of my way, because if you don't, I'm going to mow you down and I'm going to get my way. And I mean, that's just kind of how I was. And very, very driven, very controlling. Sorry, the dog wants to go out. Mama, come here. Come here, Mama's doing a video. And it served me well, you know, in that environment, in that career that I chose, and you know, balancing that with being PTA involved and just doing everything that I knew was super important and making it all happen. So that was great, but in that, there was nothing for myself. So as my kids got older, and as I started kind of searching for what serves me, I became very aware that shamanism is something that I'm very drawn to. I am now a practicing shaman, and I've been practicing in working with different teachers for a number of years now. And it's just been really, really great. And through that, I've really discovered myself, and I think the most important thing is help me balance my mind and my body and my spirit, all kind of getting equal time. And that was something that was new for me. So as I started becoming healthier mentally and spiritually, the physical kind of started just falling into place. So I wasn't trying to lose weight or anything. And I wasn't even really aware of it. The first time I became aware of the fact that I lost some significant weight was I was working on this art box out on the street corner. It's where you've probably seen them out and about. It's like a big electrical box. It's kind of an eyesore, but then they have artists come in and paint the box for the community, and it's a piece of art. So I did this art box out on the street corner in the neighborhood with the city, and this is horrible, but I was out there painting. It's kind of a busy intersection with the stoplights, so lots of people watching, and I was putting the brush in the bucket or something, and I stood up, and as I stood up, my pants fell down, and it was really, really cold that day, like really cold, and they were kind of capri pants, so I don't know, it was just, they they fell down so naturally, and it was just freezing cold on my legs. I just was like, pulled them up super quick. I don't know, that's how I remember it. But I'm sure people saw, and that was just really embarrassing. But I thought, how did my pants fall down? And then I was sharing this story with people, and they're like, well, you've lost a lot of weight. And it's like, really? And it became apparent to me in that moment that, or I guess it was just like one of those aha moments. I always would wear big clothes because I didn't want people to see the body underneath. I was just always trying to hide my body. So I'm super comfortable in large clothes. So it just didn't seem strange to me that I was swimming in my clothes. They just got to be a little bit too big. So that was kind of an eye-opener. And then I became aware of it and just kind of went with it. I wasn't aware of like, oh, I'm losing weight and now I'm on a diet plan and this is how my life is going to be. I just kept going with the flow. It was just a much more relaxed, organic type of a process than anything else I've been through, weight loss wise, because I have struggled with my weight all of my life. My first diet was in the 6th grade. I was on the Scarsdale diet, and it was just every diet you can think of, and I was up and down and up and down and up and down, but never able to keep it off. So, and they talk about lifestyle change and stuff. I guess that's kind of what this is for me in a way. So it's I guess through shamanism and through finding my true self and focusing on things that are good for me and being super, super honest and addressing the things that that I would always try to hide in the past, just being very real and leading a more simple lifestyle. And especially for me, stepping out of corporate America, that was very liberating. But that all really gave me the strength and the fuel to follow my own path. And that's kind of how it's happened for me. So I hope that answers some of your questions. I guess the only other thing I should mention, or I guess there's a couple things. I've been eating intuitively. That might help people. So I really just followed my own intuition. And when I want to eat something, I just eat it. And it's usually something healthy. It was interesting. When I first started becoming aware of it, I was really craving a lot of arugula. Oh my gosh, I couldn't get enough arugula. And then it was just a lot of grains and more healthy foods, way less meat, and pretty much, I'm not a vegetarian, but I eat a similar diet, I think, just naturally, because that's what I crave. But then again, every couple of months, I go to Jack in the Box and I get my tacos that I can't live without. I don't know. I know that's disgusting and I don't even want to know what's in them, but I know that I want them. And so I go and I get them. And then after I eat them, I don't want them for a long time, but it satisfies something in me. And I've also noticed that during those times when I want food like that, I'm usually feeling more tired and run down or emotional. Feeling upset or stressed or anxiety, something like that. And that's when I want to eat the Jack in the Box food. So I'm just going to keep doing that, but I'm more aware of what my triggers are now. The other thing that's changed in me is, hey, Momo, come here, sweetie, come here. She's going to keep barking unless she chills. There's like a switch in me that I can feel, like my full switch. So in the past, I never really had that full switch. When I wanted to eat something and I was craving something, I would just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. And that switch wouldn't go off. I wouldn't feel full. I could just eat. Now I have that switch. It's on, and most of the time, and I don't have to eat very much at all. So it's pretty cool. I get full really fast. And that's new for me, a new thing in the last couple of years. So that's mental. I know that's a mental thing for me. Battling my own mental illness. I suffer from anxiety and depression at times. And that's something I would have never told people in the past. But you know, why not? Why hide that? Because God, we're all like that at some, you know, to some level and some degree, and we all have our stuff. So that's my stuff. And the only other thing I really noticed in all of this is that it's, and this is kind of not the happiest of things, I guess. For me, it makes me a little frustrated and angry at times. I feel that people treat me differently now that I've lost weight. People are friendlier to me now that I've lost weight. You know, and I've been up and down, like I said, all my life, and it's just been a pattern that when I'm thinner, people are kinder. When I'm heavier, people just look the other way or pretend they don't see me, or just don't want to give me the time of day. People stop and hold the door for me more often now. And I just don't like that because I'm exactly the same person that I was before. So that has been a struggle throughout this whole process for me, is that I see people treating me differently. And I don't know, it's interesting. The whole social aspect is strange. But then again, the whole social aspect for me is where a lot of my anxiety comes from as well. You know, fear of judgment and expectations and all of that. So, you know, I'm working through it. That's how I'm losing my weight. So, hope I didn't ramble too much, and I hope that something that I said sparked something within you, and I wish you all the best. Namaste.